If parenting your tween feels like everything turns into an argument, you're not failing. Your tween's brain is practicing independence. Today, I'm going to give you a 3-step reset that you can use today. Listen in. Welcome to the Single Parenting Reset Show, the go-to podcast for single parents of tweens and teens who want to manage screen time, strengthen communication, and build stronger family connections. I'm your host, Tess Connolly, parent and family coach, licensed clinical social worker, and a solo mom to a teenage son. Welcome back to the Single Parenting Reset Show, where you get practical parenting help that actually works in real life, especially when you're the only adult in the house doing the heavy lifting. In this episode, you're going to walk away with a fast way to stop the power struggle before it escalates, a script that you can say in the moment that helps your authority and keeps connection, and a simple one tiny routine that lowers conflict all week without any more nagging. And yes, this is specifically parenting help for tweens, that 9 to 12-ish age where they're not little kids anymore, but they're not teenagers yet. Here's a reframe that changes everything. Your tween's pushback is often developmentally normal. It's not proof you're doing it wrong. Researchers who study parent-adolescent relationships consistently describe early adolescence as a time when conflict and renegotiating rules increases because kids are practicing autonomy and identity. So if you're thinking, why is every request met with an attitude? Or why do simple things take so much energy? It's because your tween is in that boundary testing and independence building stage. And as a solo parent, it hits differently because you're managing the moment and logistics and the emotional load all by yourself. So let's make this concrete and real. Hi, dear ones. I'm taking a break out of this episode to give you an opportunity to come join the family. What I mean is that when you join my email list, you are not only going to get a copy of my tech reset agreement, which is one of the most coveted pieces of information that I give out to parents when I start working with them. In every family, I hear about the conflict with our screen time and devices. And I've got an amazing agreement I've been using with my son since he was about 8 or 9 years old. So I'd love for you to get that, as well as being on my email list, where you're going to get tips and strategies and stories each week. You'll hear about all the different podcasts, and it's a way for us to connect in a different way outside of this podcast. So click the link right below the show notes, and I will see you on the inside. Here's the micro moment that starts the fight. Most blowups don't start with a big issue. They start with a micro moment like, did you brush your teeth? Turn off the iPad. Please start homework. It's time to shower. Get your shoes on. Let's go. And your tween responds with, I know. Stop. Why are you always on me? In a minute, which becomes 30 minutes, as we all know. So your nervous system goes threat detected, and you tighten, lecture, repeat, push, and the spiral starts. Here's the 3-step reset. Step 1, regulate first. Name the moment. Step 1 is not a technique for your tween. It's a technique for you, because you can't de-escalate a tween while your body is in fight mode. So you do this in your head. This is a tween moment, not an emergency, and you do one physical thing. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, exhale longer than you inhale, one slow breath. This is 10 seconds that saved you 10 minutes. Step 2 is connection and boundary in one sentence. And here's what I mean by that. You deliver connection and boundary in one full sentence. This matters because research consistently links healthier outcomes for adolescents to parenting that keeps warmth and structure together, not one without the other. Here are the scripts that you can use. Pick one and make it your own. Here's the first one. I'm not here to fight. I am going to hold the boundary. Here's another one. I hear you don't like it, and it's still time for homework. Here's a third option. You can do it now with a calm body, or you can lose 10 minutes of screen time. You choose. The last one, for disrespect. I'll talk with you when your tone is respectful. Try that again, please. And here's the most important part. After you say the one sentence, stop talking. Because when you keep talking, your tween hears, I'm nervous and trying to control you. When you say one calm sentence and pause, your tween hears, okay, she's steady or he's steady. Step 3, you remove debate and add structure. Your tween does not need a 5-minute explanation. They need predictable routine. So use when and then. When homework is started, then you get your phone back. When shoes are on, then we leave. When your teeth are brushed, then we do one song together. When the shower is done, then we do screens. Add a timer to make it neutral, so you're out of it. The timer's set for 5 minutes. When it goes off, we begin. This turns you from nagging voice into the structure setter. And here's the listening upgrade. Let me give you one small lever that creates big change. How you listen during disclosure. So there's experimental research showing up that supportive, attentive listening, like eye contact, nodding, calm tone, and validating words, make teens more likely to open up and share, even about the hard stuff. So here's how you use that in real life with a tween. When your tween says, school is stupid, or my teacher hates me, or nobody likes me, instead of fixing, you say, oof, that sounds heavy. Tell me more. What was the hardest part? You're not agreeing with everything. You're creating safety. And safety is what makes your tween more coachable. So here is a real life example. You say, hey, screen's off, time to start homework. The tween says, ugh, you're so annoying. I'm doing it. The old cycle used to be you lecture, they roll their eyes, you repeat it, it escalates. Here's something new. Step 1, in your head as the parent, this is a tween moment, not an emergency. Take a breath and exhale. Step 2, I hear you and it's still time. You set the boundary. Here's the step 3, the structure. The timer's set for 3 minutes. When it goes off, homework begins. When homework starts, then the phone stays with you. Tween says, this is stupid. And you can respond, yeah, you don't love it. Timer's running. And then you do the hardest part. You don't argue. You move your body, start the dishes, fold the laundry, stand nearby calmly, whatever signals steadiness. That's parenting help for tweens in action. Calm authority and predictable structure and no debate. Now, here's a routine that lowers conflict all week. A 10-minute weekly reset meeting. Call it something non-cringy for your tween, like the Sunday reset or the week preview or, our family, whatever your family's name is, the team huddle. Family meetings are widely recommended, and I recommend them often in my parent and family coaching as a way to improve communication, solve problems, and build connection, especially when you keep them short and predictable. Here's your agenda. 1 win, everyone says something positive or one good thing. 1 friction point, so you can choose either the mornings aren't going well or homework, screens, bedtime. 1 though. 1 agreement for the week, something tiny and specific. And then 1 choice your tween gets to make. So they have real agency and they have buy-in. That's it. This isn't about being perfect. It's about building rhythm where you're not negotiating every day from scratch. And having 1 small meeting like this to tackle 1 area really helps to build momentum for the next family meetings that can happen. So let's lock in what you've learned today. Your tween's pushback is often developmental, not a sign that you're failing. Your 3-step reset is regulate yourself, 1 sentence boundary, structure with when, then, just keep thinking of the words when, then, and then a timer. And then the weekly 10-minute reset meeting that lowers conflict because it replaces daily arguing with a shared plan with your tween. If this episode gave you real parenting help for your tween, send it to a friend who's raising a tween as well, who are having big feelings and bigger opinions. We know who they are. We've all experienced this. And if your screen time is the biggest trigger in your home, I have made something for you. Grab my tech reset agreement. It's linked in the show notes. It'll support you in making an agreement with your tween today. And if you want weekly support that feels like a steady voice in your ear, please join my family through my email newsletter that I send out twice a week. The link, again, is in the show notes. You're not meant to do this alone, especially as a solo parent. So thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning into the Single Parenting Reset Show. Remember, I'm here with you twice a week. Every Tuesday, I answer your questions about parenting tweens and teens, real-life challenges with real reset strategies. Every Thursday, I bring you conversations with experts and guests who get what it's like to raise middle and high school kids on your own. And hey, if screen time has become a daily battle in your home, because let's be real, it is for most of us, I've got something to help. Grab my Tech Reset Agreement. It's a simple guide to help you create a clear, calm plan around screens without being the screen time police. Just click the link in the show notes and get your copy. Your reset starts now. Until next time, keep going. You're not doing this alone. I'm right here alongside you.